I'm Charles Brock, and I'm known as the rocking chair man. So what is this all about? Well, I have other interests too, and I'm a musician, and I like to play the mandolin and the guitar and some other acoustic instruments. So I wanted a stand for my mandolin. And so I built one and realized that the same concept will work for a guitar, and I can show you how to build a custom stand, a floor stand like this for your guitar or your mandolin or whatever the acoustic instrument. Let me show you how. We ended up with 37.5 being a critical measurement. In other words, from the hanger itself, where it would fit under the headstock, all the way down to the base, including the end pin. And then we want to give it maybe an inch more clearance there. So let's go for 38.5. Now I've trimmed this end square, so it's a good place to measure from. The board itself is 5 inches in width across here, and the mandolin stand, the column was 3 inches in width. I think we want to end up being a little more robust than the mandolin stand because the guitar is a larger instrument and a heavier instrument. Now, I want to line up the board, and so here I go. I'm going to come all the way over to this edge, and that'll keep me from having to make so many cuts. And I want to back this up till it's square to the line. All right. Yeah, that's giving me what I want there. Now, all I need to do is draw this off. Always nice to have a good fresh Sharpie type pen. Now your pattern, you should make a permanent pattern out of it and just glue the paper pattern onto a piece of plywood. This is 1/8 inch plywood here. And you'll be able to make the project over and over again. All right. Now, I'm going to use this to make some lines where the tenon is going to live. I made the tenon a little off center. The back will be kind of rounded gently, so I didn't want to run into the tenon when I round over the back. The front, this little heel right here, not so much. So we've got this laid out. And we can start making some cuts. That if I make some relief cuts with the bandsaw from the outside down almost to that line. Then when I actually make the cut, come around this radius, no matter which direction I come from, it will help each segment release and give room for a larger blade, like the 1/2-inch blade I'm using, to make the cut. I'm going to end up just off the line and then sculpting to the line. At this end, we'll have kind of a similar situation, and I need to make a couple of relief cuts there to get the blade in. So let's get started. Now, a Forstner bit is made, is used so we can have just a level, flat bottom hole. Anytime you want to drill a hole that has an absolutely flat bottom, use a Forstner bit. Use this little 1/2-inch Forstner bit to bore all the way around the perimeter close to the line. Then clean out the middle, and then take my chisels and use them to chisel to the line. How flat the bottom is, but that Forstner bit left it nice and flat, and because it was a smaller bit, we were able to get real close to our lines right here. And now all we have to do is take the chisels, chisel that out, and fit the tenon. Let's go do it. All right, let's see if we're closer here. All right, so we've got it to fit. Well, the next thing is to shape our base and to do some more shaping on the upright. See how this is tapered so nicely? It gives it an elegant look, keeps it from being so clunky looking. So we're going to do some tapering here, some shaping here. And if we work hard, we might be hanging a guitar by tomorrow.